Good morning, guys. It was such a spectacular sunrise today. Like, me and Ness kind of missed the sunrise section of it driving up to Best of All Lookout, which is what you just watched just now, because we got up at, I think we ended up getting up at 6 as opposed to 5:30 because we were just a little bit tired last night. So we ended up putting the alarm half an hour back and got up at 6, and the sunrise is kind of at like 6:30 now, and it took us about 45 minutes to get there. So the sun had risen by the time we got there, but that didn't take away from the views. Like, it was just clear. You could see Mount Warning to the side, that really tall peaked mountain that like marks where New South Wales is, and then on the left hand side it was there was like the Queensland border. So we could see in the distance as we were at Best of All Lookout, you could see both like Tweed Heads and then like Byron Bay. So that was really cool. I've never been there, neither had my sister. So both of us, it was like our first time going to see that. Ness had heard it from a friend of hers that told her about it, and it was like an incredible lookout to go see. The hike there actually wasn't that hard or strenuous whatsoever. It was freezing this morning though, freezing. But it was so good. The views were stunning. I just could not believe it. Like, I was just absorbing it all. It was stunning. And then there was this beautiful man that came up and was like chatting to us. He'd ridden his bike. Don't tell me how far, because I was thinking to myself, if he rode up that mountain, oh, I could not do that personally. But yeah, it was so lovely. He was just telling us that there's actually another hike around that area, and we do want to check it out next time. So I'm thinking about going back to Best of All Lookout at another point and checking out the hike that goes to like this beautiful waterfall around there. So maybe we'll have to do that in another vlog or something. But yeah, definitely on the cards. But it was such a nice way to just start the day. Just starting productive, early, getting up with the sun. I'm trying to incorporate more of that into my routine. You might have seen it in my previous vlogs, like getting up for swims in the morning, getting up for a run, getting up to do something early and productive so I start my day intentionally. I want to be more intentional with my days. So that is something I'm working on. I'm not perfect every day by any means. You only see a snippet into my life. Other mornings I start at like 7:30, sometimes 9 a.m. if I'm really tired, and I get to bed quite late. So it's a kind of work in progress thing. I'm not perfect by any means. I don't start my day off early every day. No, I want to be more realistic. It's something that I want to work towards. But yeah. So I have made a coffee this morning as well. Quickly stir it for you because I use almond milk. So the almond milk separates from like the coffee, particularly like the ice in it. So I don't want you to see that. But isn't she beautiful? So this is the third or fourth one I've made at home now. I'm getting good at it. I'm actually getting quite, I guess, a routine with it. I'm trying to have more of my coffees at home and then treat myself by going out sometimes. So yeah, that's also what I'm working on at the moment, is to try and just cut unnecessary spending. And I do love a coffee. I just love the taste, the experience, the whole thing about it. So I want it to be more of a reward for, like, if I go out and buy myself it, it's like either a social thing or like a reward thing. So yeah. Oh, my packages arrived. So I ordered some natural fibered clothing and underwear. I don't want to show you guys because I'm like so excited. It arrived yesterday, but I held off opening it because I wanted to share it with you guys. So I've ordered from a company called Boody, and they do like underwear, clothes, things like that out of bamboo. Now I am aware that bamboo has to go through like a chemical process to be able to be made into clothing, so it's not my ideal way to go in terms of like basically restocking my cupboard with all bamboo gym wear, all bamboo clothing, stuff like that, if I am moving towards like more natural fibers. Oh, I didn't explain, if you're more new to that idea. So with clothing, a lot of our clothing these days is made out of polyester and nylon, like plastic, and it just helps longevity. It helps with wear, it gives it that elasticity, and it doesn't allow it to crinkle, and you don't need to iron it really, so it's really easy to maintain. However, with ease comes the problem that the plastic fibers, like the plastic and the chemicals in the plastic, we absorb into our body because our skin is the largest organ it goes into us. And I live in gym wear, and it's just had me thinking for a while. I have heard this around for a while, and I've like put it off because it is expensive, and I didn't want to restock my whole wardrobe. I just thought that was so unnecessary, and I'm not going to do that. As things wear, I'm going to just look to replace them with more natural fibered clothing. That's my idea. But with bamboo, it has to go through quite a chemical process. I'm not 100% familiar with it. I just remember watching a few videos on it, and it's not fabulous in the chemical process that it goes through for like the environment and things like that. Bamboo is great because it grows easily. It's very abundant once you start getting it going, but yeah, the process to make it into clothing or able to make clothing out of it isn't great. But it's a bit cheaper, and I wanted to get like cotton underwear and things like that. However, the sites I was looking at with 100% cotton and stuff like that, it was really expensive, and I was like, I know Boody's really good, it's a popular brand, and it's bamboo, so once I'm wearing it, it's actually okay. So I thought I'll start off with it, see what I think of the brand, see if I like the underwear and things like that, and then I can look to branch out. But yeah, so I'll show you what I got from them. I think I just got some underwear, like black underwear, and then maybe one bra, just to try out, because I didn't want to just restock everything and then hate it. And my sister's got it and loves it, so I got the G-string, or like the cheeky, I think they call it the cheeky underwear, and then the triangle bra. I have to look at that. The second big package, the massive one that you saw I just chucked on the bed, that is from Miann Co. It's an Australian brand in Melbourne, so down south, and they do 100% cotton and linen clothing. And I was like, oh, and I had a huge sale because it's the end of financial year sale, so, and they're so lovely too. I actually talked with them and they were just so lovely. I was like, nah, I'm definitely going to grab a few pieces from their store. So I got a tracksuit set, like a matching tracksuit set, so trackies and a hoodie made from fleece, so I'll feel more comfortable wearing it all the time. As you probably see in my vlogs, I'm always wearing my Ect hoodie and then my cute little hat to match. Now I've got a matching trackie set, I'll probably put that one on more and you'll see me wear that throughout. I also got a matching like top and flary kind of loose pants. It's a gingham print, so it's like that checkedy, not checkered, but stripy style. And I wanted to get something that I could just wear casually, you know, just around the house. Just something I could throw on, particularly because it's mostly warm around here. It is winter at the moment, so it's a little cooler, but some days are still pretty warm, even in winter, which I'm loving. I'm not complaining at all, but I just need something to like chuck on that I can just walk around the house in. And again, natural fibers, it's not impacting my body negatively. What was the final straw for me to actually go out and buy like natural fibered clothing was the fact that it impacts your fertility. Like plastic clothing, polyester, nylon, subsections of those, they impact your fertility. That, like, those are more recent studies have found. And I was like, oh, like, that's so important to me. I want to look to have kids in the next few years. So I was like, I gotta bite the bullet. I'm just gonna buy a few pieces, see if I like the brand, see if I like the clothing, if I can maintain it, and then we'll go from there. Because I probably am gonna have to iron my clothing and things like that to maintain it, because it is cotton, it is linen, it creases really easily. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a harder lifestyle because the clothing takes more maintenance, takes more work to look after. You gotta be careful with washing, but I'm willing to do that. So yeah. Oh, I also got one more thing from there too. Sorry, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoy this. I find this interesting, so I'm just gonna share it with you. I got a pair of black flowy pants, black cotton pants for work, because I wear black tights all the time. Again, polyester, nylon. And I was like, no, I need something for work that I'm gonna be in every day, that I'll get a lot of use out of. So I got a pair of black cotton long pants, which I'll show you as well. And that was pretty much my haul of like the Boody and Miann Co. So I'm going to show you the items, and maybe I'll do like a try on haul vibe. We'll see. Okay, first thing I really love about the Miann Co is that it just comes in tissue paper and no plastic. It's just all wrapped up together, whereas the Boody does come in individualized plastic, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I get why they do it for like hygiene and whatnot, but it's unnecessary in my opinion. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I didn't bother opening up all the underwear up because it's pretty much the same thing. So this is the Boody pieces that I got. They're the cheeky version, and then I got this bralette. So I got this in a medium, these in a small, I'm pretty sure. And then these are the pieces I got from Miann Co. They actually got tissue paper inside of them, so I haven't opened them up yet. But these are the pants and the top version, which I'll put on and show you guys. Then I got the cotton long, like flowy pants. And then this is the tracky set. Woohoo! I'm literally so excited. So I'm gonna pop those on and like give you guys a bit of a show, a bit of a haul, show and tell. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what they look like on. Okay guys, so this is the first fit, the fleece hoodie and trackies. So I actually got a size medium in the hoodie because I thought, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like more of a fitted hoodie or if it was going to be, you know, nice and big and like, you know, oversized. And I would say I probably could have gone with a small, but I don't mind it because I actually quite like the oversized fit. Plus I feel like because it's a more of a neutral beige tone, it matches my hat really well. So the set is complete when I've got the matching cap for it, you know. So with the trackies, the ankles are quite fitted, which is so nice. I feel like it looks nicer than if they were just kind of loose and flared out. The waistband itself is elastic, plus it has little ties, so you can tighten it to fit your waist a little bit more snug if you want. And the hoodie itself is just kind of loose, it's baggy, it's everything you want in just a winter hoodie. And next set we have here is the gingham set. So this is like a loose flowy top and just kind of like loose pants. These are made from, I think it's from memory, 30% linen, 70% cotton. So when actually like maintaining these, so how you store them, wash them, it's going to be a bit more, I guess I have to think a bit more with care. So how I'll store them is I'll have them hung up in my cupboard. I won't fold them because I feel like with natural materials they are just very prone to creasing. You have to like iron it out, and I don't want to have to create more work for myself. Where I can try and minimize it, I'm going to. So I'm going to hang them up in my cupboard, and hopefully having them hanging helps prevent creasing, which means I don't have to iron as much. So that's kind of like how I'm thinking along those lines. But the material itself is so breathable, it's so comfy. I love it. And then for the black flowy pants, the ones that I just got to wear to work, they're so comfortable. They're cotton, I'm pretty sure. I will have like listed on this video here what each set is made from. I'm just gonna wear them to work pretty much, but I could wear them if I wanted to go out and just change up this set a little bit more, or chuck on a top, just wear the pants. They're very versatile because they're black. So that's why I also wanted to grab a pair of those, because I could wear it to work and I could wear it on my off days as well. So yeah, those are the pieces that I got from Miann Co. I did, like I said, get the Boody underwear sets. I didn't realize how comfortable bamboo clothing was. So I'm actually now like kind of enticed to think about maybe grabbing like an exercise set, like some leggings. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but it's on my mind. Okay guys, so I'm all ready to go and head out. I'm gonna go to the cafe I went to last week and just do a bit of Bible study on my own. I've been making it a weekly goal to try and just sit down at least a couple days a week and read through a couple verses, or a couple chapters of the Bible. Is it chapters? No, a couple of the numbers. I'm still new to this, so don't judge me. But yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go to the cafe, I'm gonna treat myself. I've actually already got my coffee here somewhere. Here she is. So I've already got my coffee here to bring with me, but I'm gonna order like a little sweet treat, I think, while I'm down there. And I am looking, it's over at the cafe I showed you guys last time, Pasture and Co. I'm pretty sure it's called. So we're gonna go just perch there, do a bit of Bible study, and also look at their cleaning supplies. I want to grab their all-purpose spray today while I'm down there. And then I've also got to go do some groceries, go to the gym. So it's an action-packed day today. So I'm going to take you along. So let's get to it. Let's go. Let's hop in the car. Let's drive down there. It was sunny. I don't know where it's gone. All of a sudden this cloud just appeared. Like what? So I was going to go to the beach and read, but it's cloudy. So I'm going to go and go to a cafe instead. So if it rains, doesn't matter. It's still humid. Like I'm still in like literally just this cute little set that I showed you guys. Like it's still warm enough just to wear this, which I like about the Gold Coast. It's just so warm. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go. Oh yeah, before I go, I wanted to show you guys my beautiful study Bible that I got at the end of financial year sales. Got all like annotations and things to help you decipher what you're actually reading, and a bit of a summary. You can take notes, you can use those like specific highlighters that you can use on these kinds of like thin pages. I want to get some from Amazon, so I'm gonna go and get that eventually. I'm just gonna bring a pen with me and like underline, and yeah, just go through it. It's so pretty. I don't want to like do anything to it, but I know it has to be done. Nothing ever stays new for long, particularly with me. So might as well just get to it. Wow. Yeah. Just got back in the car. I spent probably about an hour, maybe just under an hour, reading and flicking through the first 2 chapters of Acts. I found it really insightful having the little footnotes and just reading through like the summary of what that chapter entailed before going through it. So I kind of had a bit of an idea of what I was reading. I do find reading the Bible quite hard to decipher. I have the current new version. What is it called? NIV, I think it is. I think it's NIV. Don't quote me on that one, but I'm pretty sure it's NIV. But also on my phone, I have the Bible app with the GNT version, and I feel like that's just in such updated English. I can really easily understand it. So I kind of refer to my phone if I need a little bit of help understanding what I'm reading. I also do Bible study groups, like because I have a couple of friends who go to a couple, so I go to both, and we're going through 2 different chapters, so I've been finding that helpful. If I have any questions, I'll ask them, because I'm quite new to this. I'm quite new to exploring my faith properly. I have grown up Christian, but I didn't really practice it, so I'm just getting into it, exploring it a bit more, and just reading the word, and I actually really enjoy it. I find it hard to decipher, but I'm getting there. Anyways, I'm going to go do some grocery shopping and get a few bits and pieces that I need to stock up on. So yeah, just going to go quickly do that. I'm back. Just did my grocery shop. It was literally just a quick kind of dash. But literally the weather is like chalk and cheese today. It's back being sunny again. So woo, love that. My little grocery haul. Literally just got some more sourdough, cheese and milk. So the milk I've been getting of recent is this Cleopatra bath milk. Now the reason it says bath milk is because in Australia here, they're not allowed to label like drinking milk that hasn't been like through a certain process. I think it's pasteurization from memory or something of the sort. This is 2 litres, so I haven't bought it prior to Nest moving in because I could not get through 2 litres of milk in the time that it would take for this to go off. Because it is pretty much straight from the cow. No pasteurization, no heating, no cooling, no nothing has been done to it to rid it of any bacteria, so it just goes off quicker. It's 2 litres and I was like, like I can't drink 2 litres, not in my tea, not in my coffee, not in my chia seed pudding, like by myself in like 4, 5, maybe 6 days. in which then it would just be off by that point, probably within the 5th day, I would say. So now that Ness has moved in, I've been buying it because I can actually get through it. She has a bajillion teas in a day, like she's a big English brekkie fan, and then she does chia seed puddings, I do chia seed pudding, she has it in her coffee, like, so we're just able to get through it way quicker, which is good because it's pretty much the most natural milk state you can get, hence the bath milk. So back to that point, they have to label it bath milk so that's not technically drinking milk because it hasn't had any process done to it, but I'm gonna drink it. With the cheese, I actually like to get like a bigger size. This is only like 500 grams. I like to get something way bigger usually, maybe like 750, but they didn't have anything bigger when I went to the Woolies store, so we're gonna make do with 500. I'm going down to Sydney this week for a few days, so I don't need a heap of groceries because I'm bringing my boyfriend back up to the Gold Coast with me. Yay! So excited, so he can help do a grocery haul with me and start sharing the load, but also just we can actually kind of see what we want to grab together and I can stock up on that instead. So I've just kind of got a few bits and pieces to tie me through until I fly down. Okie dokie guys, I'm gonna do some meal prepping. I'm literally just gonna chop up the remainder of the veggies that I have in my fridge that I need to get through before our next farmer's pick order comes, which is next week. So I'm going to cook up like the pumpkin, cauliflower, I think there's a couple zucchinis, I have to double check. My sister did a little cook up yesterday. She made pumpkin and leek soup and she made her bone broth from scratch, like the stock. I was like so impressed, not quite there yet, but I'm keen to enjoy that. So I'm just going to cook up the other veggies that we haven't used yet because really all I've been having for dinners lately and loving it still, hasn't gotten old, is just having like lamb chops or a steak with veg. It's just so easy. The meal prep time takes like no time at all. I cook up all my veggies beforehand, so I just do one massive cook up of the veggies. Done. Then I just spend 10 minutes in the evenings when I chuck my veggies back in the oven to heat up, and then I just chuck my steak on the stove top, cook it up 4 minutes on each side. Done. So easy, so convenient, and I'm getting all my nutrients plus my gut health I'm working on restoring. I say that as I had a cheesecake today. We're still getting there, but I'm working on restoring it. So I'm trying to have as little sugar and grains as possible. So even like the sourdough that I just bought, I actually don't eat it that often. I've actually bought it for my sister. When my boyfriend comes up, he'll have it too because I'll just chuck it in the freezer if there's any still left after the next few days. And then our roommates sometimes will share the bread because, you know, why not? So I buy it more for their sake. I personally don't really have a lot of grains or bread in my diet. The chia seed pudding is pretty much where most of my grains will come from lately because I put a few oats in there. But I'm just weaning myself off the oats at the moment. But yeah, so let's meal prep. By the way, I got a mic because I noticed in my last vlog when I was editing it, I'm like yelling. I'm like yelling and projecting my voice so that you guys can hear. And I was like, not doing that today. I'll see what it's like having the mic and if it just works out better. So here's the pumpkin. It's a little bit dirty, so I will clean it in a sec. But you can see it's starting to get a bit old. So I just want to cook it up so it doesn't start deteriorating anymore. Cook up some capsicum. We got given like a bajillion avocados. I'm not even kidding. I have 5 avocados in here. Oh, also got given a cabbage. My first trial of sauerkraut did not go well. So now my sister's here. She's like a professional in sauerkraut making. So I'm going to get her to do it and I'll keep you guys updated on how the sauerkraut goes the second time round. I was really sad. I tried for 2 weeks to salvage it, but I think it had been exposed to air and it got a bit moldy. So I was crushed. But round 2 hopefully goes a bit better. I'm going to cook up a zucchini and got given a whole cauliflower. So we're going to cook this up too. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop the cauliflower and pumpkin in one dish, and then I'll do a smaller dish with the capsicum and zucchini because they'll cook a bit faster. That's what my mind's kind of thinking at the moment. Now for my farmer's pick veg, I literally only get the 2-person order. So that's why we got given like a whole cauliflower, half a pumpkin. We got given a whole heap of veg because I get the 2-person order from Farmer's Pick. If you don't know what Farmer's Pick is, it's pretty much like a veggie order service. It delivers to your house and it's just to help promote less food wastage because they give you like the fugly veggies is what they like to call it. But pretty much like the vegetables that don't make it into supermarkets because they don't pass beauty standards, which is so dumb. You pay 30% less than what you would in your normal grocery bill. I get organic veg and me and Ness just split the cost. It's fantastic. It actually costs less having 2 people than to buy like the one person like I was doing before for just me, because I get more veggies and it costs half the price. But you can just get your standard veggies without it being organic. It's a bit cheaper. I think it's like $20 cheaper if you're just getting the one person. But yeah, so we've been getting the 2 person. We'll probably go to the 4 person because I don't think it goes into 3 once you go from, I think it goes 2 to 4. But that's fine because Tristan eats a lot of food, like my partner. So it's very good to have the extra veg there. So when he moves in, I might have to change my order actually for the one that's coming up because he'll be here when it comes. There we go, cauliflower's done. Okay, I've got my compost bin here, which I've been popping all the extra bits for like the cauliflower into. We actually don't have our own like home compost system, so I need to actually empty it later, which I'll do. Right now I'm going to just scrape all like the seeds and stuff into the compost, and also the skin I'll pop in the compost too. And just dice it up and pop it in my dish. Definitely coming to the end of its lifespan. It's all mushy. You know that's when it's not good. She needs to be used soon. I know some people like to actually roast this type of pumpkin with the skin on, but I'm just putting it all together in the dish, so I was like, nah. But yeah, today I'm just gonna chuck them all together, chuck some coconut oil over the top, couple of bit of salt and peppers, call it a day. So my veggies are in the oven cooking. I'll go check on them in a couple minutes. They've been cooking for a little while now. I've just been doing some editing, if we can see just here. Don't mind the mess of the state of the room. It's a work in progress. But I'll just hopping on to ask you guys, what kind of workout content do you want to see? I mean, I like creating workout content, but I feel like it can be like a hit and miss. Some people like it, some people aren't so fussed on it. So just let me know what kind of workout content you yourself want to see and what tips you're after, what things you want to hone in on in terms of workout schedules, workout motivation, workouts in general, growing muscles, certain muscles, which one do you want to target, like that kind of umbrella. Let me know. That would be really helpful. Thank you. Oh, veggies are ready. Scare the bejeebus out of me. Veggies are done. Okay guys, so I've literally just arrived at the gym. I'm going to be doing a lower body session today. Lately I've definitely been lacking in motivation. I've said this for a few vlogs now. It's just kind of continued on. I find I'm literally delving into my constant saying of that the habit is more important than the effort, because like getting to the gym and doing my workout, I think I'm just in a bit of a stale point. A very like, I guess, yeah, a bit of a plateau in my training and motivation, or just my big why around it. I think I am looking maybe to change up what I do, change up my training. Maybe I'll look at doing Pilates. We'll see. I do just need something to kind of change up my routine a bit more. I am running still, but again, even that's just kind of fallen off a little bit. I do have the race coming up soon, so that has helped kind of reignite some motivation for that. But yeah, training has been a rough one. Getting to the gym consistently has been hard. Honestly, probably what's getting me most of the gym lately is just to record my workout for the week for you guys. And even that's kind of struggling as my big why at the moment. So yeah, gonna go inside. I will film this workout for you guys and have it up in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out for it. Leave a little bit of love. I'm needing a little bit more support at the moment with content. I think I'm just finding I'm lacking in inspiration. So a little bit of love and support would really help. Thanks guys. Alright, enough procrastinating. Let's get to it. Slow tempo. Pause. Drive. 8, 9, 10. Keep the tempo slow. Sitting back into the movement. Woohoo! That workout was actually really good. I was not expecting. Oh, I've got all this white stuff from my very old earphones that I need to replace. Anyways, that was such a good workout today. Oh, I haven't had a good workout in such a long time. In that one, I just feel like I really pumped it out. I was in the zone. I did some great reps, some great weight. Oh, it was a good session. It was a good session. I have filmed it, like I said, so keep an eye out for it. You'll be able to watch it very soon. Anyways, I'm gonna go head home. Then I'm gonna go run some errands. So I'll take you guys along with me. Okay guys, last errand I'm doing today is I'm taking the compost. So I did also get changed into some warmer clothes because it's just gotten a little bit overcast this afternoon. But I am going to go take the compost to our local composting heap in Girlie. They take home compost and we haven't got a compost set up at our rental place at the moment. We are probably going to look to do it, but right now we don't. So I'm going to go and take the compost and deposit it at this home composting complex. In return, apparently they give you soil that you can use in your garden. So I actually will look into that. I'm going to ask them about that when I'm there. It's the first time I'm going. So let's see what it kind of involves and what it looks like. I'm actually really excited. When I used to live back in Sydney, we had our own composting place at home. So I've never actually gone to like a community garden or a community like composting place. So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. But yeah, let's go. Made it back. I hope I did it right. There wasn't really a lot of I guess like identification on where you actually deposit the compost, because that little compost heap that I showed when I was walking up, like I thought that was it, but then around the corner there was all these different sections of composting, and like I've never used a community compost, so I hope I did it right. I might go back on a Sunday because it's right behind a church, so I might go back on a Sunday and ask the workers there like where do we actually deposit it. But yeah, I think it went well, hopefully. Now I've got to go rinse it out and I'm going to pop it back. Super easy. It literally was like 4 minutes down the road. So good. So easy. I love where I live. It's so convenient. Wow. What a night. Wow, it's actually cleared up to be such a beautiful evening. You hear all the lorikeets? I love when the clouds turn pink like that. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's very productive, very errands filled day, just kind of like a fitness vlog, casual day in my life. I hope you enjoyed this different style of content. Let me know what you think down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Sorry about that bird that you can hear. Have a great night, guys. Bye.